DNC is inviting 200 creators, including me, to this year's function. Here's why this represents a new tide in media and why it matters to content creators everywhere. But first, hey, I'm Dylan St. Bernard, a creative activist who has led content strategy for 30 plus nonprofits. So let's jump into it. The Democratic National Convention will draw an estimated 50,000 people, and this year is a bit different as content creators are being given a front row seat to history. As impactful as content creators are, the ability to reach widespread cultural impact still relies on old guards taking digital seriously. This year, over 200 creators will be covering the convention all week long. Us creators are getting the same level of credentials as traditional journalists. And the DNC has also announced that creators will be given access to a platform where creators can capture a 360 view of the convention hall and conduct interviews with delegates and surrogates. Wins like this matter. Depending on how this goes will determine to what extent other major events follow suit in the coming months and years. I hope this year's DNC is a model for what can be done if we take content creators seriously as a new era of storytellers.
All I heard was a bunch of hoopla, because really all that translated to was, yeah, they paying me to come, use my platform to give Kamala Harris positive reviews. They want favorable content for Kamala Harris coming out of any event that she participates in. And we know that if we were to get creators to come out there for their own merit, it wouldn't be this guy. It would be like me, your boy right here over there asking the questions that need to be asked. But yeah, man, paying creators to pop up. I was just telling somebody this the other day. I was like, Donald Trump, bro, when he has a rally, his only biggest problem is announcing the date and location. His problem is nowhere near centered around how many people actually gonna show up. That's probably his problem is too many people showing up. Whereas Kamala Harris, she has to pay people to show up. She has to pay people to make her look favorable. You know what I mean? It's all manufactured and fake. She isn't even slightly popular. I don't care what nobody tries to tell you. Now look, they are actually paying people to be there. We even have somebody who from the convention who admitted that, hey man, my TikTok friends only here because they are given free stuff. They're getting paid and they're giving free stuff. They don't even know anything about politics. It's a shame. Check it out.
You're outside here with your Trump gear on. You're actually handing out Trump stickers.
Trump stickers.
Talk to us about why you're out here.
I'm out here today. Some of these people, they're not really Democrats. They're just here because they're TikTokers. Some of my friends are here. They don't even know anything about politics. So, they told me they're coming out here. So I flew out here. I'm just.
Where are you from?
I'm from Dallas.
You're from Dallas?
Yeah.
Talk to me about some of your friends that are out here for the DNC. Were they paid to be here? Or are they here because...
Yeah. Some of them were paid. Some of them just came. They just said they got an invite to come for free. They get free stuff like amenities or something like that. I think they got like free food. I think they got a free Uber here. Just trying to spread some, see if they take it. See if people want to go in there with, some Trump gear. See how they really feel. See what I'm saying?
And some of the people have taken your stickers.
Yeah, look, I only have 2 left.
How many did you have?
I had 20. I'm at a 20 pack. 2 left.
And when you hand people the stickers, what have they been saying to you?
They say they whisper, they're like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing. I'm not gonna say who. But we got it on camera, some big names, you know what I'm saying? They walk by, they like, and they like this, like that, and then they walk in.
Makes absolutely no sense. As the Texas one said, no one is paid to support Trump. We just love America. Like I said, his biggest problem is not being able to get enough people in, where Kamala Harris's problem is she can't get enough people, period, at all. Like everything is manufactured, fake, and cringe when it comes to Kamala Harris. And this right here is just sad. You got people out here just accepting money to fake content. I don't think that that's cool. As a content creator myself, I believe man, you gotta have some sort of moral and integrity behind what you're doing. Now, I will admit, if Trump hit me up and was like, yo, dog, you know what I mean? You want to collect a check? Whoop. I already believe in what's going on. And as long as it line up with what I actually believe in, sure, I'll take that check. Now, if you're a Democrat and you 100% favor Kamala Harris and you genuinely for it and they offer you a check, hey, go get it. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to sway my message for a check. I'm not going to, you can't pay me to change my beliefs. You know what I mean? And that's what they doing with these Democrat influencers. They're paying, well, we can't even call them Democrat because, you know, some of them are hiding their true political affiliation and some of them just don't care. They know nothing about it. You know, yeah, they just don't care anything about it, man. Yeah, but not all attendees are supporters. I do know that. Y'all got to keep that in mind. I'm pretty sure that you have some Trump supporters that's there to kind of just, you know, keep an open mind. You have moderates and all that, you know, there. Just try to keep an open mind. But Kamala Harris, man, she was asked how she's going to pay for all the handouts that she's promising. After a long-winded word salad, she doesn't come up with an answer at all. And I think that she thinks that America, we just stupid, y'all, to them. That's how they feel.
You unveiled your economic policies last week.
Yeah.
Can you explain how you're going to pay for those? And can you give us a sense of what other policies you want to unveil going forward?
Sure. Well, I mean, you just look at it in terms of what we are talking about, for example, around children and the child tax credit and extending the EITC. It's at $6,000 for the first year of a child's life. The return on that investment in terms of what that will do and what it will pay for will be tremendous. We've seen it when we did it in the first year of our administration. We reduced child poverty by over 50%. So that's a lot of the work. And then what we're doing in terms of the tax credits, we know that there's a great return on that investment. And when we increase home ownership in America, what that means in terms of increasing the tax base, not to mention property tax base, what that does to fund schools, again, return on investment. I think it's a mistake for any person who talks about public policy to not critically evaluate how you measure the return on investment. When you are strengthening neighborhoods, strengthening communities, and in particular the economy of those communities, and investing in a broad-based economy, everybody benefits, and it pays for itself.
It pays for itself. No, it don't. It raises taxes. What are you talking about? It raises the cost of living. You know what I'm saying? It's a disaster for the, what are you? I'm saying, I told y'all, she think that like she just talk and we just gonna go, oh, okay, yeah, you know, get lost in translate. But no, bro, we listening and going, no, it ain't adding up. You're gonna actually have to apply some critical thinking skills there, Miss Kamala Harris. You just gonna have to. You're gonna have to apply some critical thinking skills to your replies because these ain't working. Somebody said one of the interns recently tried to explain ROI, which is return on investment, to her, and now it's all she talks about. It means return on investment. She says it proudly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I did hear her say that. I don't get it. How does it pay for itself? Somebody says. So let's take one person who gets $25,000. Where is the return? They are buying a home someone else already owns who is already paying taxes on the home. There is no increase in tax base. For what I can tell, after you pay the $25K, it's gone. There's no return. RI is zero. Bruh. Oh my. Now, see, the thing about Kamala, the only thing that she has to run on is race. It's the only thing that she you know can do. She's gonna pay people to come in to come support her, you know, to get favorable content. She's gonna give you word salad replies, and she's going to use race as her policy. People are using race as the basis on why they're gonna vote for her, assuming that they're on the right side of history. Oh, when you vote for her, you know, this is the opportunity of a lifetime, yada yada yada, win. But I don't care about that. I don't care anything about race. I don't care anything about her gender. I care about having somebody there that's actually there to do the job. Now, somebody said, is this Obama ski? I don't know how you said it, Obama ski moment. The GOP strategist says it will be difficult to beat Harris if race isn't about policies.
What is the Democratic National Convention that you think Republicans fear the most?
Fear the most would be a 5-point bump coming out of this.
But how? But like doing what? Like presenting what?
Well, I mean, what we've seen, 28 days of energy with women. We've seen the vice president improve her numbers with Hispanic voters, black voters. She still has some room to go there, not enough for a Democrat. I I think overall, though, if you're looking at this race from the Republicans' perspective, the big question, at least for me, is can she improve the margins in the battleground states? Those 4 that made the difference, less than 100,000 votes in 2020. If those numbers continue to shift, John, then you become incredibly nervous, because what that showcases is that it's no longer about policies. This has really become a cultural phenomenon. And attempting to develop a strategy to attack that becomes difficult, because to Maria's point, that's not about white papers or, well, the economy should be here, people aren't feeling it. This is, are you excited about a moment that could change history? And that's very difficult to compete against, and I have to be honest about that.
I have never heard a lot of and exactly and an amen.
I see Maria over there.
Side.
She's on message.
I mean, Sarah, I got to be honest. I got to be honest with our viewers, right? Like, you got to call balls and stripes here. Republicans have some work to do, and it's the reason why you see a lot of Republicans out there saying to the former president, stick to the issues of the economy, immigration, because you do have an advantage there.
Is this a moment? Do you think she has achieved what you were just talking about yet? It being a cultural moment yet?
I think so. I think, is it the Obama-esque moment? I'm not certain yet, but I would be objective to say I think it has the potential to get there. I mean, look, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a black woman to potentially become the president.
Obama-esque. Yeah. I'll fumble the play on that word. Bad. I mean, horrible. Anyhow, if this thing is centered on race, that's where Kamala Harris has the advantage. And I do agree that Donald Trump should stick on policy, because unfortunately you have the people whom are sensitive, and which is most of this world. You got people that's sensitive, and they're gonna get triggered by what they assume to be racist versus what's actually racist. So Black Jobs, for instance, him just saying that is somehow racist when he said it wasn't at all. But anyhow, that's what he's gonna continue to get. Everything is gonna continue to get flipped as it pertains to race, and when it comes to combating with Kamala Harris. If he focused strictly on policy, I definitely think that he has the advantage. He already has the advantage with policy anyway, but I think with just people being able to see that to be important. My fault, y'all. I literally lost my train of thought. I don't know how I was gonna wrap that up. So yeah, anyhow, if I didn't make sense that time, I'm gonna find out later. Anyhow, let's read some of these comments. Talk about propaganda. For sure. If you think that is the case, then folks deserve the misery of that Democrats bring. GOP strategists and some random one, I don't know. Yeah, what? Huh?
What is the